Okay, this is Joseph the Juggernaut.
This is Leno the Tenno.
And this is Kingpin Clovis.
And today we're going to talk about Superman, the movie 2025. So, what did you think about the movie, Leno? And the rating, give it a rating. Did you like it, dislike it? What do you think?
I will give it a solid, what's our rating scale we need to establish?
Why do you didn't like my rating scale? I'm sorry, Kingpin Clovis was not happy with my rating scale of negative 10 to positive 10.
Negative 10 to positive 10?
Negative 10 being the most horrible thing you could ever possibly imagine.
Well, why don't we...
Positive 10 being the greatest thing you could possibly imagine.
Why don't we do it in like comic books? So 5 comimic books means it's good.
1 comic book.
And one comic book means it's trash.
All right, 1 comic book series. So it kind of 2.5 is just going to be kind of neutral, right?
Yep.
Okay, 2.5
We're
is
going to
kind
do
of
a comic.
0.0, right? 2.5 is like
book.
0.0.
All right, if we're going to do comic book, then the worst rating is like, throw it in the bottom of your closet.
Yeah.
And then the second worst rating is, well, put it in a shoebox.
Or, give it to the kids to color on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care what happens to that comic.
Then the other one is, well, keep it in the, keep it on the counter.
Keep it in the plastic.
No. That's number 4. Keep it on the counter away from the kids is 1. 2 is keep it in your put it in a shoebox.
Yep.
3 is put it in plastic. And 4 is
get it graded.
4 is plastic and the backing card. And 5 is storing it in an argon-filled container, keeping it mint condition for eternity.
There you go.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with the system because comic books are meant to be read, in my opinion.
That's why you buy 2.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, 5. Okay, fine.
Like action
collector's
figures
item.
and
Okay, yeah.
vintage
5
toys.
is you buy another one.
5 is you buy
for
2.
For a collector's item.
You buy.
5 is a 6. You buy multiple and sell it on eBay. They make money.
Nowadays there could be a scalper and you couldn't have any interest in it. You just want to make money off of it. So.
All right, I think we strayed a little bit. So what do you think, Len? What's your rating?
I'll give it. Once I find some Coca-Cola, I give it.
I'll get a Coke. You want one for me?
Yes. Regular.
Regular, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I give it 4 comic books.
4 comic books?
Yes.
What do you say, Kingpin Clovis?
So, Lynn's rating is keep it in the plastic with an acid-free backing card.
Pretty much. Yes.
Okay. You know what? I have to agree with Lynn.
I think I agree with that too. I think maybe a notch, maybe like a 3.5. I don't know what that one is.
I thought about that.
I don't know what that is.
I laughed.
I really liked it. But I think that's more of a younger generation humor. Or maybe I'm getting old because now I'm like 55 years old, so I just don't appreciate it as much as I used to. But I did like it. I did like the movie.
I really liked it, but I can most of the time, not all the time, I can view it through the eyes of a child. But if I was able to do that completely, I would have rated 5 in the argon case and buy 2 copies and keep 1 for reading and 1 for a collector's item. But no, I thought it was really good. It had
It was an.
I won't say plot holes. Yeah, it was just fun.
I just think I agree with what you're saying in that I have a preconceived notion of Superman.
Yeah.
And this didn't really fit that preconceived notion. But I think in reality, I'm the problem because I probably shouldn't have a preconceived notion.
Maybe that's why it worked for me a bit more, because I only know so much from like the cartoons that I've watched. So I wasn't going in there expecting a specific type of Superman. I was just like, oh yeah, he's fun. He's not brooding, and at least it was the opposite of the other Superman. So
My Superman is more serious.
What was your what's your preconceived notion of Superman, Joe?
Mine was he'd be a little bit more serious, and the goofy part is when he's Clark Kent. He has his personality. It's almost like a split personality with his secret identity, and that's how they can never guess that Clark Kent is Superman because he's so goofy.
But do you believe that that's his? Who says this all the damn time? That's his idea of us as people. His secret identity is basically him trying to pretend to be a normal person.
No, I don't think that's
his critique on humanity.
No, I don't think that's his. No, that's not my preconceived notion of Superman. No, I think he's deliberately goofy to throw everyone off track of his identity.
What are you basing your notion of Superman off of?
I think the biggest one is the very first Superman movie that we saw. I forgot it was 70s or early 80s.
70s, yeah.
Yeah, 70s, the first Superman movie that I saw.
Superman the motion picture, or Superman the movie.
That's the original one. And then also, the comic books. He wasn't goofy and joking around, or in the cartoons either. He wasn't really goofy or joking around.
Kind of.
I don't think so.
In the cartoons I remembered, or maybe it was more the situations that he was in.
There was the 60s.
But he would crack jokes.
There was the 60s black and white TV series.
Those are the ones I saw.
Those are the ones you saw?
Yeah, okay. I started off with those. And then, what was it? What came after? The Super Friends, because you kind of introduced me into it. Mm-hmm. And then from there, that pretty much the opposite to the Batman animated series, the Superman animated series.
Okay.
That's kind of my introduction to him.
So Superman is just, his character has been portrayed differently throughout the movies and the comics and cartoons. I'm pretty confident about that.
Yeah, but so I know what you're saying. They kind of used Clark Kent as the comic relief.
Yeah.
And Superman was all business, kind of, except for the Richard Pryor movie.
Yeah.
When he was making stupid jokes. All right. I see what you're saying, Joe. So my preconceived notion, I guess I've seen so many different Supermans that I didn't really... My preconceived notion, going into this movie, I knew it was going to be a different direction from the Zack Snyder Superman. And I was like, cool, I'm just fine with that. I did not like the Zack Snyder Superman. I didn't like emo Superman. I thought it was kind of stupid, and things were returning to like the fun. I knew it was going to be based on the 70s, sort of the Silver Age comics, which were just goofy. Like the world was goofy. Like they did this. Like this is, the kaiju attacking Metropolis is just kind of old hat for people. Mm-hmm. Like they had the guy in the comic shop looking out the window. Oh well, it's another monster. Ho hum. Until he was breathing fire in the window. Then they're like, oh shit. But it was, those superheroes all over the place. There's all kinds of crazy crap going on. He's got his giant Fortress of Solitude with the robots. I thought that was all great.
I thought the intro was very good. He's getting beat up by this villain. We don't know the villain. And the reveal at the end that the villain is Bizarro, I thought that was excellent.
It's not really Bizarro.
Well, Bizarro.
They're building up to it.
They didn't really call him Bizarro.
It's going to be Bizarro.
But he's the clone. He's
the imperfect clone that's stupider.
Bizarro wasn't always a clone, was he?
I thought so, yeah. Bizarro
in the cartoon, he started out as a clone. Was the clone.
No,
and then
but he came in from Bizarro world.
Molecular structure broke down to the point where he didn't look like Superman anymore.
I think that was one spinoff, but I think the cartoon, he was one of the cartoons. He was like alternate universe. and the Earth was a cube instead of a sphere, and everything was bizarro land. Everything was backwards and weird.
That was the Super Friends, I think.
Super Friends, yeah.
I don't know what he was originally in the comics, but my understanding was the clone Superman was introduced in right after Crisis on Infinite Earths in the 80s when DC decided the first reboot DC did, because they redid Superman and they sort of started with his, they rebooted everything, and then John Byrne wrote the Superman comics, which were pretty much retelling his origin story, modernizing it and everything. And that's where Bizarro, Lex Luthor cloned Superman in that comic.
It was Bizarro.
And he turned into a chalky, he messed up and it turned into a chalky white Superman, but he didn't talk backwards or anything like that.
So was this clone Bizarro?
I don't...
They never really said.
I think so.
They were like, yeah, they kind of like...
Because he even kind of has got the look going. You just... Gotta say, over time, his like cellular structure broke down, and now he's no longer Superman. But also, like,
was that a line
they said he was dumber too.
Yeah, he's dumber.
That was something that he like pointed out specifically. So I'm like, he's going towards.
Did he say the molecular structure broke down?
No, but I'm saying that's a storyline that they could go with and be like, oh, well,
yeah, that was kind of
Bizarro.
That was kind of the John Byrne Superman. It was like his molecular structure.
I don't know the superheroes in this movie. Green Lantern was not the Green Lantern that I know.
Yeah, he was in the comics.
He was in the comics. Okay.
Guy Gardner was. I don't know his story.
Person.
He's just a jerk.
He's not a decent person either. So.
He's the Guy Gardner was always like the jackass Green Lantern.
Yeah, I love the Green Lantern comics, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't recognize this particular Green Lantern.
He came in later.
Different versions of Green Lantern.
John the black guy.
Yeah.
John Stewart.
Kyle, was it?
Kyle Rayner.
Kyle Rayner, yep. And what's the main OG? Yep, Hal Jordan.
Hal Jordan was the OG. Well, when I go OG, that was I can't remember that guy's name.
And the other one, I didn't know him either. Mr. Terrific, is that his name?
Yeah, Mr. Terrific.
I don't know Mr. Terrific.
He's a later. He might have been. He might have been from a comic company they bought later on.
Not from the comic company that they ended up getting Static from, right?
I thought Static was an original.
No, Static was a different comic. It was an African American comic book company that they bought.
That they bought?
Yeah, and Static was the one that they tried to make more mainstream, which ended up working because, of course, the cartoon, and then that took off from there.
Maybe.
But now it's in like a weird limbo where the original like creators of Static wants like rights and money for it, and DC is kind of being an asshole saying no, we don't want to do that. So Static's in limbo. Also, I don't think.
I thought,
and I don't know the villain either. The villain with the cyborg villain was.
I don't know. She was from the comics. I didn't really know her either.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Nanobites. I didn't really know her.
That was probably my least favorite part of the movie because I hate fucking nanobites. It's overused.
Nanobites just do everything. Nanobites.
Yeah.
It's the
Nanobites and everything.
Thing appears and disappears at will. It's just kind of stupid, I think. And then, like, why, then she can flip upside down. She might as well be Venom or fucking.
Yeah, well, that's what I said.
Plastic
She looks like a nanobot symbiote lady.
Yeah, she might as well just be Putty Man or Clayface or something,
So even one of the
or the T-1000.
I didn't really dislike her. I just didn't know her.
I didn't know who she was
or her background story or anything.
I mean, the acting was fine and
Mr. Terrific.
The characterization is fine. I just thought the powers are. I just don't. I just hate nanobites.
Hot
They're just
girl
stupid.
didn't really come across as the hot girl that I know either. Maybe a little bit, but not as much.
She was all right.
She didn't really have much of a personality.
No, she didn't either.
So
I mean, she's just kind of
Mexican
like
hawk lady.
she's just kind of in there in the background making faces.
Yeah.
So
She didn't have much dialogue either.
No, she didn't.
I thought Mr. Terrific was the breakout sort of character because not many people are familiar with Mr. Terrific, and the guy did him really good. That was a different portrayal than I've seen other places. And like in the Justice League Unlimited cartoon, Mr. Terrific was just kind of flat. He was just like a there.
So like they just kind of gave him a little more personality.
Yeah.
Just because. Okay.
The actor did that. I think that was all him. I don't know the actor's name, but that was all him.
He's been in a lot of movies and stuff. I forgot his name too.
It would be hard to
He was
look
in
up.
one of the recent like X-Men movies.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. I think he like died right away.
So I didn't understand Superdog.
Crypto?
Crypto?
I don't know Crypto. When did Crypto show up?
Crypto has been around since the Silver Ages.
Okay.
So
What is his backstory?
Or the Golden Age.
How did he get there?
I don't know.
So what's his origin
kinda
story?
weird.
He might have came with Supergirl.
If they didn't already establish that there were all these heroes in this world, it would have been a little weird for Supergirl to just show up and say, "Oh, hey, I'm here."
Yeah, it's just like I think I liked it that it was not another reboot and let's have an origin story all over again.
Yeah.
You know, I just like let's just skip the origin story and let's get into the main plot of this movie, which is Superman versus Lex Luthor.
And he's already kind of building a Justice League.
And the first thing is like he's been beaten for the first time. It's like, okay, that's very interesting. Who's this villain that can beat Superman? That's, you know, and then you find out at the end it is his clone. And that's how they did it. I don't know. I thought that was a good part of the plot.
Yeah.
And then a bad part of the plot that I did not like.
Some of the plot was given away to me.
You know, I didn't like that his parents were really bad guys. That's not the Superman I know either.
Yeah.
His parents weren't bad. His parents were good.
Yeah, I did think that was weird. I honestly thought they like doctored the footage or something to make it say that, but in actuality that was what they said, and I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's what I
It's not
thought too.
Superman.
I think that was a heavy-handed.
I mean, maybe it's true they had a little bit of a superiority complex because they come from an advanced culture. That part I remember, but they didn't have like just flat out disdain for humanity and want to be a tyrant or anything.
There's a lot of speculation on what's going on there. Some people think, well, it might have been an actual translation, but it doesn't. It gets lost in the language barrier, right? So they might not have been. It might have been like an inaccurate translation as far as like, you know, like, hey, dude doesn't mean the same thing it meant even 20 years ago.
Well, there's 100 different ways to explain how it's not accurate.
It could be an inaccurate interpretation. It was an accurate translation, but the interpretation could be off.
But the plot of the movie, I think, where they were trying to clearly suggest, no, it's not possible that this is inaccurate because we did our test.
No, that's true.
Yeah, and he kind of ran with it and was like, "Oh yeah, of course his own parents would hand his defeat to him." Like, huh?
Well, I mean, that's
So that wasn't doctored at all. I figured at some point it would be like revealed, like, "Oh yeah, it was easy to change it up because people are stupid." Ha ha ha.
I thought that's what they're going to go to.
That's kind of what they were going for, and then
That is it. No, but
like,
it's actually the
nope,
truth.
it's actually, oh, okay.
I just think it was good, but it was a little bit more comical, right? You see the relationship issues with Lois Lane and Superman. I didn't really see those types of issues in the other comics and
that was
everything. I
new.
didn't really see that, so that was different.
Yeah, it was. It was actually
And again,
good to see.
Yeah, and it's comical. Make it kind of comical now. So you got all the elements in there, and they put a lot in.
I do think James Gunn pulled in a lot of his like Guardians. Oh, there's Michael Rooker, someone else from Guardians.
Oh yeah,
Anyway, yeah. He brought in a lot of his like Guardians expertise. He's Yandu.
No, I know. Who was he in this?
He was one of the robots.
Oh, okay.
I think one part of the movie that I really liked is Superman really got beat up on a lot. And the Supermans that I see, he never gets beat up on, hardly ever, by anyone. It always has to be kryptonite. It always has to be kryptonite.
Well, he did that at the end, but they...
Well, he was getting beat up on without kryptonite. So, I don't know. It's just like Superman was always kind of a superhero that... And it's hard to get a good... Hard to get a good villain against him because he's Superman. He can just do anything.
Well, I think that's kind of been the age-old, like, why can't they do a good Superman movie? Why can't they do a good Superman game, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah.
Because he's too overpowered, and they have to pull the whole kryptonite button in order to make him able to get hit, which is why, like, Batman v Superman was like, oh, yeah, of course he's going to use kryptonite.
Yeah.
Edai Gathaji?
Yeah, he's African, but I know what else has he been in? Damn it! I gotta look it up.
No,
it's recording. Forgot about that.
It's not recording?
Yeah, it is.
What happened? You turned off the recording?
No, it's just still going. I thought because the screen went black that it would stop recording. What's his name?
So I just think they put a lot of the elements of Superman in this one movie. And that was the other one. You just showed Flash the Fortress of Solitude. Just like right at the beginning, here's the Fortress of Solitude. Here's a relationship with Lois Lane.
I think he established all that stuff early.
Yeah. Because all in the other movies is like it took, 2 or 3 movies to get it all in there.
And I like that the world was fantastical enough that it wasn't so weird that, oh yeah, here's a team of superheroes that like are running around doing stuff. In actuality, too, no one's really all that fazed by it.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. In the original Superman movie in the 70s, he is the only superhero. That was like part of the movie, too. It's like, okay, we have a normal world. It's full of crime. Everything's bad. People don't know what to do.
So he didn't really have to try that hard Superman, to establish anything.
Yeah. And this world is different. Well, there's a lot of super people. Metahumans, right? When did the metahuman come out? That wasn't in the original comics. When did they start talking about metahumans?
It was probably after the Crisis on Infinite Earths reboot.
So
I first heard about it maybe 20 years ago.
Because metahumans, to me, seems like a copycat of
the X-Men mutants. Yeah.
Right?
It basically is, because I don't know why they just didn't call them superhumans, because in Marvel they call them superhumans.
Yeah.
And I thought everywhere else they call them superhumans, and since it was Superman, why not call them superhumans? But they wanted to differentiate themselves, I guess.
From Marvel.
So in DC, it's basically...
Take my homework and erase it and change it.
In DC, basically, every metahuman is a mutant. So it's not quite the same as Marvel, but it's just people with the meta gene have the potential to get involved in super accidents that give them super speed or whatever. It's just, they're capable of mutating into superheroes.
That's dumb.
You think it's a dumb idea? Yeah.
I think it is. Because part of the superhero is the origin story.
Yeah.
And the origin story says, is this like Mr. Popular superhero? Or is this just like unliked superhero, right? And that's more fleshed out
What else was he in?
originally in Marvel, and I think DC kind of copied it because in DC, my imagination is all the superheroes were well liked. You know, yeah, it's good to see a good DC movie again, right?
I feel like
Because
it's heading more toward like a Super Friends kind of cheesy. Like we're gonna get like a.
We'll see. I always like. There are several Batman movies that I really, really liked. Didn't really like the newer Super. I think this is the first good Superman movie I've seen, and I can't remember how long. Right? I didn't like the other one either.
Batman v Superman?
No, I didn't like that one. When Kevin Costner was the father.
Yeah.
That one, I didn't like that one either.
Superman Returns?
No, that was the Snyder Superman.
And then the very first
Man of Steel.
Yeah, the very first movie that I saw in the 70s, I liked it. And then they made all these sequels, and the sequels just got stupider and stupider. Every time they came out, I was dumber. So I was just like, okay.
And they kept trying to reboot it, and every single time they did, something went wrong.
It's so dense matter that there's so much gravity that nothing can escape it. That's the whole point.
Well, that's a basic definition, but that doesn't tell us anything about what happens to the matter.
Go back to high school.
It's not in high school.
Yes, it is. That's where I learned all that shit.
It's not in high school.
Well, the idea is we don't really...
The point is we don't know, right? We don't know.
That's why we come up with ideas in media. Like, oh, if you touch a black hole, you might spaghettify.
No, that's pretty much real. Spaghettification, that's what they just call it. That's
no one has truly been spaghettified.
No one that we know of.
It's all theoretical.
I suppose.
We don't even have the technology to make
was getting sucked into a black hole, and all of a sudden he puts on his anti-gravity boots, and he's just fine, and just walks out.
Is that what happened?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what do you think? He just puts on Gravitron. What was his name? Graviton, yeah. They just got their anti-gravity boots. Okay, here we go, Graviton.
The black hole's gravity.
That's why I'm saying you don't know.
The black hole's gravity
could survive, and that could be the reason why he looks weird now.
It's just anti-gravity. It's just
because all of a sudden he gets spit out of the black hole, and all of a sudden he looks weird.
It overpowers the anti-gravity. It's so intense that it shorts out the anti-gravity boots.
No, you don't know that?
Yep.
It's just anti-gravity. You can just go right in and out of the black hole, no problem.
Okay, that's just magic, I guess. So, Bizarro is inherently magic too.
That is established in these worlds.
He's
so we
magic.
Don't know.
He can survive the black hole because magic.
No, because comic books. They just make up an excuse for it later.
All right, whatever. My point was the
our point is they're setting up Bizarro and just give it time.
All right, whatever. The misdirection, because Ultraman is a Superman from Earth 2, I think. It's the criminal syndicate. Ultraman is a Superman from the evil planet.
I didn't know that.
So they have the injustice, or the it's not the Injustice League, it's the crime syndicate.
Okay.
So basically the Justice League, the evil twins of the Justice League. And it's Ultraman
too. I like that.
Superwoman instead of Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman was like Superman. She was so strong.
Yeah, and it's Owlman instead of Batman or something. Maybe it was Catman.
And she was fighting Batman, who doesn't have any superpowers. Mm-hmm. So he put down his gas, and it all blew up. And she sucked it all in with her super breath. She says, your gas didn't affect me at all. He says it wasn't a smoke screen. It was toxic fumes. And then she passes out.
Where was that from?
Super smart. It's a cartoon. We went to
Owlman.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. But yeah, Batman's nemesis was Owlman. And Superman had a nemesis. But Wonder Woman was stronger than Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was as strong as Superman.
I don't remember if I saw that one or not. But
it's one of those DC.
So anyway, that's who Ultraman was in the comics. So that was the throw off. That was the misdirect.
Okay.
For people that knew who Ultraman
I don't know
was.
Ultraman, yeah.
But then the clone was also a throwback to Superman 3. Get rid of the nuclear weapons with Nuclear Man.
Clone Saga at some point.
No, the movies. Christopher Reeve. I think it was 4.
Okay.
I don't know. Lex Luthor took a piece of Superman's hair and cloned Superman, but for somehow he turned into a blonde Nuclear Man.
I don't know this one.
Remember? You don't remember that one?
No, what was that?
It was Superman 4 or 3 or 4.
I'm gonna have to watch them again just because.
So Superman
One with
Felt like
Richard
an
Pryor.
acid trip. Oh my god.
Superman 1 was regular Superman. The Superman 2 was with the General Grodd or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Zod. So Superman 3, I think, was
Richard Pryor?
Nuclear Man.
Superman 3 was Nuclear
And
Man.
I think Superman 4 was the Richard Pryor one.
Superman 3. I don't remember that one. I'm gonna have
Never
to go see
seen
that one.
any of the
I'm gonna have to go
older
see that one.
movies.
It was Nuclear Man.
He was a clone. From a hair, like he was in this
I don't
movie.
remember that one. Oh well.
He said he cloned.
Several different plots. They have several. They're not plots. They're themes. Several different themes, all throughout the Superman history, all kind of hodgepodge packed into one movie, and I think they did it well.
Well, I agree on that. They did it well.
Yeah, they did do it well.